my, what a big ego you have. Your families must be very proud. Hi everyone, welcome to Planet Juju. Scamwatch 2024 begins with this spam email that was sent to my club offering what looks like amazing reduced price printing deals.
While this may come across as a cold email,
yes, it does, mate.
I wanted to reach out to explore if there's a potential fit for our printing services in your upcoming projects. By choosing us, you can enjoy significant savings of up to 45% compared to the average industry prices on various marketing materials such as business cards, leaflets, stationery prints, flyers, booklets, magazines, catalogs, banners, exhibition products, and all other promotional printed items like pens, mugs, t-shirts, etc. The best part? There's no artwork fee to worry about. Our quality is good, quick turnaround and competitively priced. Allow us to serve and make you happy. Based on your online business profile, you appear to be the appropriate person to connect with.
So, in other words, he's done a search online, found the email address and decided to spam it.
And if you are not the decision maker, could you favor us to forward this email to the right person?
No, mate, I don't forward any spam emails. They might contain malware. And especially emails like this that just go on and on and on.
However, if you have a specific product in mind not included in our exhaustive list, drop us a line and we'll get back to you with the discounted price ASAP. Talk to us. Let's ink a deal. Our quotes are inclusive of standard delivery within 5 to 6 working days. Wish to speak to us? Simply request a call back by replying to this email. We guarantee a call back within 5 minutes of your request. Warm regards, Eric, Design and Print Consultant. Business WhatsApp 020-3832-2733. 128 City Road, Central, London, United Kingdom, EC1V2NX. All our printing is done in the UK.
Well, we'll see later. That's a contradiction.
We print high-quality litho. We do not charge for artwork creation. We deliver in 5/6 working days. Note PS for UNSUBSRCRIBE from our mailing list. Please reply with option 1. 1. This isn't right for us. Please remove my details from your database.
There's no link to unsubscribe, so you have to reply, and if you do reply, you might need to download this dodgy link that's attached to the address. So I won't be replying. They don't name their printing company, but have used a picture which, if you look closely, has Uthara print on it. There's no link to a website in the email, and the email address doesn't come from Uthara, but from printwithdeliver.com. Looking up that domain, it's not too old. If I Google the telephone number, I find it is from Uthara Print, and the address on the email is also registered to Uthara Print. 128 City Road, London, is one of those virtual business addresses where a lot of companies are registered but don't physically exist at that address. Uthara Print's website says they have a great TrustPilot rating, but when I look on TrustPilot, they've removed their rating because the company failed to comply with its standards. And there are a lot of one-star comments saying this company spams a lot, does not comply with GDPR, and others saying they feel like they've been scammed because of substandard products or orders never even arriving. The owner of the company lives in Dorset in the UK, but he seems to have several dissolved or struck off companies of similar names. Whatever their game, they don't seem very reliable, and it's not good form to scrape email addresses from the internet and send spam emails when they haven't even subscribed. So, Eric, I know who you really are, and it's not cricket. Now, this next one was sent to me as a shared post in one of the Facebook groups I administer. Luckily, the posts need to be approved first. It's supposedly Snoop Dogg doing a live stream and giving away cash to lucky viewers who comment. I've seen one of these before a few years ago with Robbie Williams. There are several online warnings about these. Some are just copied recordings of the actual celebrity, but others are known to be deep fake videos. But either way, let's be clear. Celebrities are not going to give money away to random strangers online. It's a scam. So what are these about? Firstly, they're going to test for gullibility, so if someone replies, they're likely to be a good target. Fake Snoop Dogg will reply like this to every single comment and then message the person with a request for their bank details. Once they've got the bank details and phone number, then that person's set up for being scammed. Be careful, it's a Snoop Doggy Dog world out there. I love that eggcorn. YouTube continues to allow scam websites to advertise. Beware of these common posts that tell you a range is being discontinued or that a company is closing down. That's just giving some urgency to their social engineering scheme. The clothes look so eye-catching and designerish. Is designerish a word? But of course the pictures are made to impress and tempt people to part with their money, as well as their name, address and bank card details. What people end up with is poor quality garments or even nothing at all, and constant spamming or worse. Just over 6 years ago, I had a poor experience with a Chinese company that advertised in a similar way on Facebook. I ordered a dress for a party and what arrived was poorly fitting, much more flimsy than the picture suggested, and badly sewn. Luckily it was for fancy dress, but I still felt let down. See where Temu here makes it look as if the skirt is fuller than it really is. It's made to look like the black and white sections in the skirt are inset rather than in the main part of the skirt. It's very disappointing. Anyway, this advert is from Wearshi, another Chinese company that has a very poor rating and scam written all over it. I reverse searched on the sheep jumper and found another image which took me to another scam website called Sweater Love. They have the same poorly photoshopped clothing images on their website as well as this location picture, and they're pretending to be this legitimate shop in Akureyri in Iceland. Please avoid these Chinese scam adverts. I've had someone trying to access my LinkedIn account 5 times, supposedly from Bardstown in Kentucky, but since they were doing it as late as 1:30 a.m. Kentucky time, I'd suggest they're probably somewhere in East Asia and using a VPN. It's a good job I have 2-factor authentication, but it's a reminder not to routinely click on links in emails, even if they are from a trusted sender. Finally, a naughty little romance scammer called Dwayne Jackson popped up in my messages after I replied to a post in a vintage music group on Facebook. Exactly the sort of group where scammers like to hang out because they can find older victims to prey on. You can see this profile page was only created in November 2023. I decided to play along with him for a while, but only really to show you how they like to take you off the Meta platform onto Google Chat as quickly as possible, just in case their profile's deleted. Hello, how are you doing? Hello, good, how are you doing? I'm fine, thanks for asking. I'm a petroleum engineer and am working with Crosco Integrated Drilling and Well Services offshore here in Croatia in the middle of the sea. And you? Glad you're fine. I'm sometimes in the middle of the sea too, but I retired last year. Sounds interesting. You must be a very hard-working woman, and I'm sure your families will be very proud of you. I hope your family is doing well. Are you married with kids? Already knowing he's a scammer, I thought I'd reply with a bit of sarcasm. Your families must be very proud of you, doing what you do. Not picking up on the sarcasm, he said, I'll say my daughter right now. She's not happy, but I know she will be fine. Once again, it's really my pleasure to meet you. Are you happily married, and do you have children? Well, we haven't met though. I have no idea who you are, so I'm just going to let you tell me all about yourself and explain to what end you contact people out of the blue. He acknowledged that with a heart. Oh, okay. I appreciate our being good friends in sincerity, honesty and trust. Although we just met each other, we can share ideas and discuss issues as we talk more about ourselves, and as time goes on, there may be something great for us in the future. What do you have to say? We didn't meet yet, though. I don't know you, so we're not good friends, and certainly not in sincerity, honesty and trust, are we? As for the future, if I get your drift, sorry to break it to you so bluntly, but you're not my type. And he replied, Oh, really? I can make you happy for the rest of your life. I just want to be honest friend with you. I hope we can have good communication. My, what a big ego you have. Your families must be very proud. Not getting that at all, he said, Thank you. Once again, it's really my pleasure to meet you. Are you happily married, and do you have children? You seem quite obsessed with this question. And then he started his sob story. I was once married, but my wife passed away 3 years ago, and I have a 14-year-old daughter, but we are far apart for now. She is the only family I have now. Her name is Stephanie. More sarcasm because he's left his motherless daughter all alone. In fact, we know he's a scammer and he's just a child, so he probably hasn't even got any children. What a great parent you must be. He's so full of himself. Thank you. I would like to get to know you better. I believe we may have something in common, maybe even more than we can suppose. What do you think? I couldn't think of anything we might have in common apart from I'm sure we share between 99.6 and 99.9% of our genetic code, as does the rest of the human population, although some are only worthy of amoeba status in my view. Oh, I see. Please can you give me your email address so we can chat more on Google Chat? I'm not always on here. To my amoeba status comment he replied, Yes, you're right. To his request I replied, No. Are you on Google Chat? No. He didn't reply to that, so I just blocked him. What I would say is that his English is quite good and he could fool someone if they didn't realise he was a scammer. Beware of anyone contacting you out of the blue and telling you they're on an oil rig or giving you a sob story. I hope you found that interesting. Keep safe, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon with another episode of Scamwatch 2024.
Should have seen it coming.